Alright, this is 8.1 square root method. So, if you can isolate a square term, then what you can do is square root both sides of the equation to then get rid of the square root. Example, I have x minus 6 squared equals 4. So, in order to solve this problem, what I'm going to do is square root the left side and square root the right side. Now, what you need to remember is when you square root, you need to make it plus or minus. That's how you get the two possible answers, one for the negatives and one for the positives. So, a square root and a square cancel, and that leaves us with x minus 6 on the left side, and on the right side, we have the square root of 4, so it's plus or minus the square root of 4, which is plus or minus 2. So, this now leads to two worlds. One where x minus 6 is equal to positive 2, and one where x minus 6 is equal to negative 2. And then from there you just have to solve out the problem. So I'm going to add 6 to both sides to get x is equal to 8, or adding 6 to both sides, I'll get x is equal to 4. Now, generally what you should do after you get your answers is plug it back into the original and see if it's possible. In this case it is, so we know that for this problem, x minus 6 squared equals to 4. The two possible answers are either 8 or 4. If I plugged in 8, I would get 8 minus 6 is 2, squared it, I would get 4. If I plugged in 4, I would get 4 minus 6 is negative 2, squared it, and I would get positive 4. So remember, when you square root, you must make it plus or minus. And when you make it plus or minus, you're literally making two possible worlds, one where your result is equal to the positive, and one where your result is equal to the negative.